action.
Yes.
Ooh, Monopoly's brother.
Yep.
Grocery shopping.
Oh bloody hell!
Yeah, me too.
I love how the camera was just kind of delayed in stopping there. Just kind of went, oh shit, she stopped moving.
Yeah.
I miss the good old days, hanging out with my hero, Sonic,
Good old day.
chasing bad guys, and flying away.
Wow.
Oh god.
Somehow this weird overimposed stuff looks weird with the background.
I love how the background
Yeah.
uses literal posters of like what Sonic stage is supposed to look like in 3D.
Yeah.
I really miss him.
At least,
Hey, what's
Somebody
going
turned
on
off the
here?
sun.
Is there an eclipse today or what?
yeah, my same
We're
thought.
not a storm or anything.
At least, okay. It's not as bad as Sonic's, but
Oh.
It's
but-
pretty bad, yeah.
I love how every time the egg carrier's involved, they have to have at least one pre-rendered cutscene showing it. It's becoming a trope now.
Maybe, I mean, overall they look way better than what's in game. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say that
that's
most
good.
in-game models don't look that great. You have to justify it somehow.
Eggman, can it be? What's that?
How can you see the Eggman logo when it's on like the side of the ship that's facing towards the sky rather than downwards?
Watch where you're going,
I don't know. What
I mean,
other
cars
person has
is
it?
Are you all
Maybe it's the color scheme, I don't
You
know.
look kind of hurt.
I'm just guessing more it's because Eggman is always the person who has like giant battleships and such, and nobody else.
Possibly. I mean, he had one in 06, so it kind of makes sense. Ooh.
Yeah, and
Oh, the burger shop! No!
Uh-oh.
yes, the burger shop.
Oh, at least the burger shop is safe.
Yeah, actually, yes, it is the safest place, as you'll see in a moment.
You almost ran me
Yeah.
over, creep. Oh no! Let's get out of here.
I'm sorry, just watching the models slip slide around. I'm sorry, I can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The burger
That
shop
was one of
saved us.
Eggman's robots, huh? He must have captured
The
you.
burger shop
and
is the
somehow
true
you
hero
got
of the
away, right?
game.
I still don't
Don't
get why
worry,
the
I'll
robot that
protect
chases
you.
Amy is not Eggman colored, like it's green and whatnot.
I'll do my best
Hmm,
to keep
I
us
don't know.
both from harm. I'll stand by
Oh,
you.
Like, you
So-
would at least expect Dr. Robotnik to keep his branding consistent.
Imagine if it's outsourced so he can save money. Oh, but is it the burger shop owner statue outside or is it?
Yeah,
some-
it's the statue.
It looks so stupid with the hands. Like, give
Yeah.
me one free hug.
It's the dead body of a businessman. He's been stuffed and left outside.
Like Lenning, or like conserve.
Maybe.
But they didn't have money for a mausoleum.
Yeah, so again, we get to talk to a lot of PCs, and they have sort of new things to say. And yeah, the action button this time is to make Amy use her hammer. And one thing you haven't noticed yet, but you'll soon see, is that Amy is slow as hell. She takes forever to get up to decent speed, and even decent speed is still incredibly slow. I think she's actually the slowest character amongst all 6 of them.
Oh no.
So yeah,
Horrible.
hope you have fun watching the slow-mo train of Amy Rose.
You kind of expect that Big would be the slowest of them, but apparently not.
I don't know, I think maybe Big is the slowest, but because he's so big, it doesn't feel like he's going so slow.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Is this another date and betrayal afterwards or something?
Yeah,
I
great line
don't
to-
think that's a good. I don't think that's a good idea because by law that would. No. I'm not gonna make that joke. So never mind.
Yeah, also a great thing to say towards your girlfriend who's standing right next to you.
Yeah.
My hero, Sonic.
Am I more annoying than Tails? No, I'm more annoying.
Well, I mean, the whole point is that Rose was initially intended to be annoying. She was introduced in Sonic CD, and she was literally an
This
I remember
case gets me every time. It's like Sonic is the worst example of this.
If I recall correctly, initially Rose was actually an obstacle. If you ran into her in Sonic CD, she would just grab you and just hug you, and you'd have to jump out of her grasp.
That's
No joke.
That's wonderful.
We'll just tag along.
So this is a pretty accurate portrayal, I guess.
No way.
Okay.
Yep, bye.
Sonic looks way better if he doesn't move his mouth.
Yeah,
It's like, just
exactly.
open the eyes, close them, like, oh, up.
He's a million times better if he actually learns to shut up.
Yes.
It's this awful animation, I think. I wonder if it was demanded by, like, the
Wait up, Sonic!
executives of the company, or if they just didn't have the money or something.
I don't know.
Ah, look!
Oh, damn it, it looks so...
It looks so amazing from the side.
Now what's wrong?
And she has no neck.
Huh?
I didn't notice that before, wow.
Yeah, she has no neck. She has no neck, yes.
I mean, they all have no neck.
I guess so, but in Amy Rose's case it's more obvious.
Yeah. At least the
It
other
doesn't say
characters-
that, it's a question mark, you doofus.
Amy.
But it's in the right text, which is so small, it's hard to translate. You can only in-game character can read it.
Yeah. I guess Amy is able to read punctuation language.
Yes, exactly. Anywho, welcome
Oh, yeah.
back to Twinkle Park. And now we're going to be chased around by that robot we saw before. And he's not really that threatening at all, because he's very slow on attacking you. First he has to detect you, then he has to aim towards you, and he uses a hammer to knock him away. You cannot defeat him at this point, but you can basically just knock him away constantly to keep him away from you. Also, enjoy this speed. This is basically how fast Amy Rose can go. If you get it to top speed, you can use the thing with the hammer that allows you to jump up much higher and higher, which is actually a better way to get around because you don't have to deal with slowdowns. And I stuck around too long for the explosive barrels. They detonate when
So
you touch
she
them.
is slower overall, but due to the hammer trick, she can get where other characters can't or what?
Yeah, she's very slow, but if the hammer trick, she can actually get some good air.
It
Problem
reminds
is,
me
if
of
she's
some Mario game, I think, where
Prob-
Peach is also slow, but she can use her person.
yeah, problem is with her hammer thing is
Yeah.
that if she doesn't go at top speed, she'll just use her hammer, which stops her completely. So you have to go back and wind her up again to get to proper speed. An easier way to get her to top speed is just jump and then land. That makes her automatically go to top speed.
True strats!
Yeah, that's something I discovered not until a little late after this, so I won't be using it too much, unfortunately. But yeah, you can see she's already going at top speed, so you can actually use the hammer trick to get yourself through obstacles a bit easier. Anyway, these mirrors are kind of a pain because they kind of just randomly change how the controls work. Like which mirror, which actually is your control, kind of mixes around. So you get thrown off a lot depending on which direction is left and right and what not.
Yeah. But credit where it's due, that's actually quite a fun little idea, even if it is a pain to control.
Yeah, it's a good idea, but it's not executed so well.
Yeah.
It's not too bad though, since the robot is no threat at all unless you're standing still. Just keep moving and
music-
hammer them if they get too close, and you'll be fine.
The music is surprisingly absent in this level.
Yeah,
It's very quiet.
it's
more
basically
ambient.
horror house music, I guess. So it's all supposed to be like
Yeah.
quiet and such.
Ooh, neighbor tutorial.
Yep.
Those guys again.
Extremely tall neighbor tutorials.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You know
that's-
those honeypot ants? Basically, it's like this, but combined with them.
Yeah. So basically, just keep moving forwards. Don't worry about all the enemies and such. Just try to get yourself forward as fast as possible because the robot will keep chasing you whenever you do. But as long as you keep running, the robot won't pass through you too much. He will teleport around all over the place, so keep that in mind.
Oh.
Like it will come like a running gag. It will just keep popping up in craziest of places. And yeah, you can tell that going upwards, Amy goes even slower. She has trouble catching up to top speed.
I was wondering if you could just use the hammer to get up in the air and just kind of hopefully, you know, not be slowed down by the slope.
Yeah, that's more or less a trick to do so, but anyway, here's the actual exit of the stage. You just have to grab a balloon and you're done.
That robot is just frustrated.
That robot's just
like,
going,
"Ah."
God damn it, I can't.
Yeah, the
I
robot
can't
will
reach
use
that high.
the robot will just try to keep chasing after you despite it.
Oh,
You
I
can just-
still.
You can still see it jumping around as Amy was slowly going
And I
up.
didn't get my promotion again. Oh.
I don't want to be that bloody janitor bot that has to go around fetching birds anymore. I want to be part of the Eggman army proper.
Yep.
Whew, I'm glad we finally lost that robot.
Slow motion.
Sonic must have gotten
Or normal
lost, too.
motion, rather.
And stop motion.
Yeah.
No, stop motion has better animation than this game.
Yeah.
Oop.
Anyway, he's back.
Oh,
And right back at Tech Cannon. We basically did that whole level for no reason because Amy gets caught anyway.
Down.
Yep.
Go.
And despite that, you still have to escape from that thing to continue with the game. So joy.
Help.
egg carrier.
Ooh.
Yeah, fortunately we just fast forward to this part so we don't have to see the whole egg carrier thing again.
Brill.
Somehow it's a running joke in so many cartoons and games that the bars.
Hey, her mouth is broken.
That the bars in the prison are so wide the character could just walk through them.
Yeah. Like, at least have, like, how about you just use glass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they can't render glass, considering they can't render crystal and water.
Let's make some holes in it.
I don't know, because I think the Dreamcast could do transparency. It was a thing in Adventure 2, at least.
What do you want?
That bird looks very dead. It's not moving at all.
Nope.
Quietly hand over the bird.
Oh,
It's almost Microsoft Tam voice.
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you anything.
for some reason, I'm just kind of now imagining the Monty Python Dead Parrot sketch, but it's Amy Rose giving this barely moving bird to Omega.
Oh dear.
It has
I know
ceased to
you might hurt
exist.
us both.
It has literally ceased to exist.
Yeah.
Please, Mr. Robot.
It just turned into a doll now. It's that's it.
Yeah.
You help us, please?
Is there like a...
Insufficient data.
Wait a minute. I have the impression that the animation doesn't really sync up. Is it because it was like in Japanese? They did fix it?
I guess so. I mean, that was definitely an issue in Adventure 2, where the cutscene audio was synced to the Japanese.
Always a bit earlier.
Come back here.
I like how she didn't move. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's like, hey, come back. It's like that one shot in a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory where Willy Wonka's going, oh no, come back, but he's not doing anything.
I like-
He's just being sarcastic.
Like, oh no, stop, come back. That part.
Yeah.
basically Gamma absorbed all the movement from Amy, so she stood still.
He's absorbed all the animation budget.
Sucked it all up like, oh, it's all mine.
You sure?
It's always like acceleration, like maximum.
It's dangerous to
speed.
go alone. Take this. Oh.
Yeah.
You're really nice. You're different from the other robots. You've got a soft spot inside your metal frame. If you want, we can be friends.
I have the heart of an animal inside me. Like, oh,
Yeah.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
actually, I just said it as like that.
Well, you accidentally spoiled it anyway. But anyway.
Well done.
Yeah, so
I
now
see.
we
Wait,
can
It sounds so creepy, like, no, I am the Emperor from Star Wars. Yeah.
I would like when I saw 2000, I thought I was like, oh, Y2K, like, oh no, the Millennium Bugs happened.
No, it's actually just a minigame.
Yeah,
so this is
then I
a
saw the
hammering
high
game,
score.
and as you can see, it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, you're supposed to hit the sonic things and avoid the robotic things. Problem is, they go ridiculously fast. You have trouble catching up to them. Even if you were to slow down time to about half, you still have trouble getting them because they pop up and disappear so quickly. The blue sonic
How
ones are
fast
worth
is this
1,000.
game?
The yellow ones go a
might-
lot faster, and if you hit robotic, you lose points. You have to get at
It might be
least 2,000 points to win. And I barely
This might-
managed to do that.
This might be because of the same bug that's causing the animations to be a lot faster than they should be. It might be just a porting problem. I don't know.
Yes.
Oh no, it goes
You
faster.
get the what? You get the.
You get this.
Okay.
Headset?
Behold the warrior feather.
Oh.
Now you can do the
You
spin
can
and
tickle
hold
the
it.
enemies to death.
Press and hold the action button and move the
I wish.
directional pad in a circle.
That would actually be more useful than what he actually does. Basically allows you to do a spin attack. It's completely useless. You stand around in one spot, which is completely pointless because you need to keep moving. And if you spin around too much, you get
Oh,
yourself dizzy.
come on.
Which makes you move even slower than normally.
I remember in one Zelda game there was like a spin attack where you could repeatedly swing. It was like super powerful, but
Yeah,
this is
like-
This is Wind Waker. In Wind Waker, you got the spin attack. You can charge it up, super powerful, but you have to spin around for an extended amount of time. Problem is, you would end up getting dizzy after a short amount of time. However, its office is like you can actually spin around and move yourself around. And honestly, that power up is much better than what we saw in this game because you can actually move around. Anyway, here's the next stage, Hot
It
Shelter.
was also in Minish Cap and it was actually really useful without getting dizzy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say regarding the dizziness thing, I feel like it would have made more sense to apply the dizziest thing to Tails' extended spin attack, ballerina
that's
spin
basically
attack.
what the Wind Waker one is like.
Yeah.
If you could like
Not-
use
not-
it frequently.
Not only because he's spinning around, but he's also, I don't know if you saw this, but he actually bends back and forth and back and forth. So
Yeah.
surely he'd get more sick with dizzy than Amy.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's like he's able to propel himself into like a space simulator. That,
Ooh.
anyway, so the speed up actually makes it a little bit easier for you to get catch up speed, but other than that, it's still as useless as other times. And the robot is having trouble catching up to us because he can't really detect when to jump and such. And this thing is kind of awkward because you have to spin it around the control stick or the keyboards or whatever. It doesn't tell you which direction to spin. Otherwise, it's not too bad, but it's still kind of tedious because it's
Emergency drainage switch.
basically forces you to stop and just spin that thing around for a while.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. We just keep getting chased by the robot and we keep doing our thing. Now this thing is a bit awkward because I have no idea how you actually open the door. You spin around the things until it opens up or whatever. I think the signs on the top there is supposed to indicate something, but I don't know what it is.
Wouldn't it make more
Surely-
sense for the egg carrier that you would just press a button to open those gates and not like some turn around thingy, like a
You have
valve?
to make these things interesting. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think at this point it's supposed... Yeah, sorry, we can go ahead.
You go ahead. Sorry.
Nah, it doesn't matter. Let's see.
Right,
it doesn't
I
matter.
want to point out, I noticed something interesting, which is that 2 rooms ago, there was a set of consoles with levers moving on their own. Now, I'm not trying to say this game's inaccurate, but surely that'd be quite dangerous. That'd be like if you're on an airplane and then the controls just start moving on their own.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, so the robot will take the sweet time try to aim at you, so you actually have a lot of free time to actually defend yourself, so you don't have to worry about too much about defending yourself. Like that lever part back then where we had to spin it around, but the robot's right behind us. But since it took it so forever, we could basically just keep spinning for a while before attacking. Yeah, it is
Yes,
a bit
because
awkward.
that's how you stand on gears.
Yeah,
Just kinda.
Yeah, the gears are kind of
Agreed.
awkward. Basically, you see that
Yeah.
button to make them go the other direction, you can proceed. And at this
Yeah.
point, I actually had a lot of trouble figuring out where the switch was for this part. I kind of got stumped and had to skip over for a bit.
The only thing this scene is missing is like Amy Rose finding the reactor, like the Death Star in
Yeah.
Star Wars, like oh,
Yeah, so
because it's
I've-
inside the egg
I
carrier.
forgot that this thing existed, which was kind of embarrassing considering I did find it immediately in my practice run. But now we can just keep proceeding. And yeah, having the ability to basically make yourself launch with the hammer is really neat. Because otherwise it's a
Bloody
pain to move around, considering how slow Amy is.
Right. Ooh.
And I think after this stage, we're basically halfway through the story as well.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, the Amy story is ridiculously short actually. Almost
Yeah.
barely a bit longer than Big Story as well, since it's barely like 2 parts.
Ah.
I think in total, like
Ooh.
Amy's Rose is at best like 45
Move the
minutes,
handle and the lift should move.
and Big Story is like 30 minutes, and that's if you don't talk to any NPCs.
Skip Froggy.
Yeah.
Every time the word Froggy said, it speeds up by 1 turn.
Sonic Adventure speedrun, Froggy 0%.
Any Froggy percent.
Any
Ah,
Froggy
dear.
percent.
Anyway, so these boxes, you have to take them to the colored slot over here to get them to activate the thing. Kind of a pain, but you basically just keep doing this and you eventually be able to proceed.
It's 4 boxes, it's not that taxing.
Yeah. I mean, the annoying thing is that if to pick up boxes, you have to stand completely still for a short amount of time before you're able to pick things up. Otherwise, you do an attack of whatever it is you're doing. So that can make picking up objects a bit of a pain. I guess it was the problem I had with talking to PCs, because I was constantly trying to talk to them after moving.
Okay, 2 things I need to say. First of all, I just noticed that you clipped through that barrier, so yeah, great collision physics.
Yeah.
Secondly, that set piece back there, that's actually quite clever.
Hmm.
There's some neat ideas in Sonic games, but it's just that they're usually meh.
Anyway, so we
it's
have the
everything.
same thing right here, except the robot will now try to harass us again. Again, not
That's
too big of
right.
a problem, because he takes forever to charge up. And that was the only time he actually tried to attack me, but its attacks are ridiculously easy to dodge. And if you get hit by it, you just lose your rings, if you have any rings.
Ah.
It won't actually catch you in one shot if it actually hits you.
I
So
tried to find out the budget for this game, but I couldn't find anything.
Anyway, the last piece is up here by these pillars over here.
$1 and whatever the developers had to eat for lunch. Oh,
Yep, there it is. Also try to get to the power-ups over there, but then the camera decided to get wonky and maybe fall down.
ah,
I decided, nah, fuck it, I don't really need it.
yeah, fair enough. I
think
mean,
that-
you've barely been caught by the robot, so lives don't really matter at this
I only
point in
lost
time,
one
I
life
guess.
to that one of those monkeys, ironically, so that's fine.
Yeah, fair point. Ooh.
And that's done with.
Why does it have to be a balloon specifically? Like, what about... Consider this is the egg carrier, why not an escape pod or something like that?
I have
It's
no
better
idea.
than having way too fast animation like for Sonic.
I
Maybe.
guess so. I wonder if Amy secretly has a victory animation that never gets shown.
She does actually have one, but it does get shown in the last part.
Ah.
Anyway, so here's the thing that really bugs me. So if this is supposed to be a flashback, that means she's got a flashback while she's holding onto a balloon.
She just lets go and falls to the
Yeah,
pits of the egg carrier.
Yeah, so if there is supposed to be a flashback, she would have been let go of that thing and fall to her doom. So I'm assuming this is more for teleportation than anything.
That face.
It's the tail sad face, good god.
Yeah.
Maybe the balloon was poisonous. There was too much stuff in the plastic.
No, it's really easy to describe them. They're light blue and yellow. Come on, it's not that hard.
What?
That one of the Echidna tribe members said it's hard to describe what a chow is, and I'm like,
Oh, I see.
yeah,
okay.
it doesn't take that long.
It's a blobby thing which is blue and sort of have wings and such. Anyway, we're gonna go away from the drumming to actually get to the actual plot.
Hey.
After
Never.
Amy Rose goes incredibly slowly going
Just-
uphill.
Waltz her way across here.
Yeah.
They look like Smurfs, like faintly. Like small and blue and
Like Smurfs crossed with fairies crossed with slime from like a generic JRPG.
I think one was a bit stupid and fell down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did kind of do the running animation. Like they couldn't bother making like a falling down animation, so you just made it. Just tilt it around, so it will be fine.
Tilt on the x-axis.
Yep.
Ah. Okay, now it's bothering to render the ripples.
It actually bothered to read the ripples before. It just was hard to see.
Well, I actually looked back at that footage and I could not see the ripples at all. Like we could in like Sonic's story, but
Hey,
in
What was
the
that?
the last time we saw it, it was
I wonder
barely
if I'm
visible. I
dreaming.
don't know why, but
I don't
still.
know.
Oh my! I need to get out of this place!
I'm surprised she didn't land in the pool itself. Oh well.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
She saw. Oh, it's already over.